Ladies and gentlemen, good morning on this Thursday morning. My name is Boy, you're watching AMS Live. This is the Polderbaan, where the runway has been changed to departures just now. And we see a KLM Embraer. Now, unfortunately, the cloud base is quite low. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for today because it is already somewhat drizzly. The weather forecast said that it should stay dry, according to the radar at least. But looking in this direction, it doesn't look good. And also looking in this direction, it doesn't look good. I had rain on my way over here, so I keep my fingers crossed that it's not going to increase in severity, the rain that is drizzling at the moment. Today is more or less a day of testing the new configuration, the audio. Now the DJI mic standalone. Instead of feeding it via a lavalier mic. Last couple of streams, the audio, the voiceover audio was crackling. You heard some ticks every now and then. It sounded really poorly, and I figured that I didn't have this in the beginning when I was using the same setup for voiceover audio as I'm doing today. Namely, just have the DJI mic transmitter on the cap. The reason for using a lavalier and taping it under the cap of my head was so that it stays dry when it starts to rain. So yeah, the atmosphere is still very much unstable at the moment in the Netherlands. It's not too cold though. Humidity, light condensation over the top foil of the wings. Now I see that as I was checking the weather radar, every app I had open was minimized, so let me reopen everything. Flight radar doesn't show any airplanes in the immediate vicinity, and let me also reopen the live chat. A lot of people already active. Good morning Koenie, good morning Steven, or good evening I should say. Lance, good morning, good to see you again. Hope you're well. Hey there Wendy, goedemorgen. Jean-Yves, bonjour, salut, comment ça va? Hi Lotte, hi Jensie boy. Hi there Han and Martin, goedemorgen. So, let me also split the screen so that I can see your chats and have Flight Radar open at the same time. Now there is an Embraer 175 coming this way, and it looks like there's also a 777 from KLM outbound to Paramaribo. Yeah. Also coming this way by the looks of it. Hey there Evan, good morning. Or I should say good night for you. Lotte asks, 09 also open for departure? I can confirm that. At the moment the Polderbaan is open for departures. And the Buitenvelderbaan 09 as well. In the meantime, to my left I see the firefighters starting their patrol. And the clouds you are looking at, I think, are coming this way. So I'm also keeping a close eye on the buienradar as the showers are forming. So it's a bit hard to assess what is going to happen next. Looking at the latest radar images, it should be okay, but you never know for sure. So again, I don't know how long I will be streaming for today. But this is just to test the DJI mic on the head. How is the voiceover sound, ladies and gentlemen? Am I clearly audible? Do you hear any crackling, any distortions that you heard during the previous stream? Good morning somebody, and good morning Jerry Donnelly, who is repairing his 120-year-old barometer. That's a bit of ancient kit you've got there. Is that with where you have that colored water that goes up and down a tube from a sort of can? Hey there Miss Wolves 13, good morning, good to see you again. Hope everybody is doing well. Voice is like you are standing next to me, Kuni says. That is excellent. And if it also isn't distorting, then I think we might have found the problem for the bad voiceover audio we've had during the last couple of streams. Namely the lavalier mic that I fed into the DJI mic. This is the DJI mic transmitter directly onto my head. Now, at least in the direction where the planes are taking off, you can see that the clouds seem to be opening up a little bit. We could follow earlier planes a lot less long than this one. But yeah. This is what I'm looking at to the east. And this is to the southeast. Hey Rick, goedemorgen. And Joseph Hanna, good morning. Perfect sound for me, and the sound of the engines are great. Excellent to hear. Thank you for the feedback, Joseph. And thank you, Wendy, as well, who says sound is nice and clear, very good. Excellent. So I think it might have been the lavalier mic. Hopefully things stay this way. and hopefully I'll be out long enough today to properly assess. Hopefully things stay the way they are right now in terms of the audio, and hopefully it also stays dry. Don't have my rain cover with me. Haven't tested it out yet actually since I bought the Sennheiser. If it all fits, think it will. I think I might have to peep the Sennheiser through the hole on the front of the rain cover if I were to use it, because, well, oh no, it's only when I zoom out a little. If I zoom out, I can show you it is protruding a bit on the front. The Sennheiser mic is a bit longer than the Rode video mic that I had on the mic first. So, lining up in the distance on the runway threshold is KLM flight 713. It is a 777 that is outbound to Paramaribo in Suriname. 777-300ER, 10 years old, first flight June 2012. So we should be hearing a lovely engine sound of those GE90-115Bs, if I'm not mistaken. And Lance says, cannot give a final verdict on sound until I hear a dog squawk. Well, now, interestingly, this is just one of the 3 vehicles. I was zooming out and turning around the camera in hopes of seeing the other 2 pass by and waving to them so that they would sound their horn, but I guess somebody forgot to bring the coffee and one of them had to go pick it up. So let's just stay with the triple then. Well, and this time round it is in the clouds again relatively quickly. Meanwhile, another airplane lined up on the runway threshold, Embraer 190, KLM flight 1179, outbound to Linkoping, and the airplane is 5 years old, first flight February 2018. And indeed, Francis, glorious sound of those engines. Meanwhile, thank you so much, Jerry, for your super chat. Really appreciate it, my friend. Nice sound. Well, I hope that that is going to stay that way from now on. Doppler effect sounds great, says Jerry. Absolutely. Hey there, Sharda. Goedemorgen. Good morning. Everything is okay. Excellent. Now, with respect to what Lance was saying about the ducks, just now I don't see any birds in the water at the moment. I do see that the remaining 2 fire trucks are coming this way. And in the meantime, the Embraer is also beginning its takeoff. So let's just stick with that for now. But you are going to hear the remaining 2 fire trucks pass by in a moment. One of the fire trucks just passed and the second one is arriving. but they didn't sound horn, unfortunately. That's a waste of an opportunity. Now, in the meantime, there's an E2 Embraer 195 at the runway, ready to go. I agree, Jerry, that engine sounds good too. Although it's nicer when they drive together as a threesome. Don't know why they are separated this time round. Maybe they got into an argument or something. So this is KLM flight 1917 outbound to Gdansk in Poland. This airplane is 1 year old and had its first flight in October 2021. E2 Embraer 195. Extremely quiet if you compare that with the previous airplanes. Really amazing how those geared turbofan engines sound so much quieter. You hear the same when the A220 passes by, when it takes off. I believe those are the two airplanes now that fly to Schiphol that use geared turbofan engines. Now that looks like an Aer Lingus, and it is an Aer Lingus, an A320 outbound to Cork. 14 years old, first flight January 2009. Now I'm happy to report that at the moment, even the slight drizzle we had a few minutes ago has stopped. Keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to stay dry for at least a bit. We're still very much in awaiting of spring over here in the Netherlands. On the news the other day that this year the spring has been one of the wettest, if not the wettest in, well, I don't know if it's been since we started recording the meteorology, but it's been the wettest spring we've had in a while. Now if it's too dry, it's not good. Farmers are complaining that nothing is going to grow. Now it is too wet and sowing is not possible because all the seeds are swimming and drowning. Hopefully we'll get some calendar conform weather soon. Now in the distance on the left side we see the next airplane to take off. And Jerry says that his 1900 barometer repaired is just as good as his 2023 digital. I can imagine that since it is working on the barometric pressure, if that works properly, you should also have a properly functioning barometer. So another Embraer 190 from KLM. Outbound to Aberdeen. left into the clouds. So this is the situation looking to the east. This is to the north. This is to the south. And this is to the west. On my way over here, it was raining. In my living area, everything was wet. Then when I arrived on the scene over here, it was dry. But as you can see, it is not the best of weather in terms of rain showers. And Lance giving a recommendation for Shannon Airport, where you can stand on a golf course and watch airplanes rotate close up and also just by the sea. Sounds like an excellent combination. Lovely people, and an aviation museum there too. We used to have Aviodome at Schiphol next to the terminal building, but they moved it to, I think, Lelystad Airport. So if you want to visit an airplane museum, you need to travel a bit further, these days at least. But are you also intending to sell the barometer, Jerry, or is it a heritage piece that you want to keep for yourself? I can imagine that if it's such an old bit of kit, you want to keep it for yourself as well. Now we're waiting for the next airplane to come over here. In the meantime, firefighters are doing a bit of testing their equipment, I think it is. It's what they always seem to be doing after they've done their round. Is the third one also there? Oh yeah, it's over there. Oh, you're a collector, Jerry. Over 100. Now looking on flight radar, the first airplane to come this way is going to be an A320 from Aer Lingus, which will be taking off to Dublin. There's a Boeing 737 from KLM to Helsinki coming next. Let me see if we can already spot it taxiing this way. We should be able to see it. I think I have it. Yeah, there it is. Good morning, Janus, and good morning, Somiel. Good to see you guys again. Hope you are all doing well. Now at the moment there's also traffic taking off from 09. 2 runways open for departures at the moment. The Polderbaan, 36 left, and the Buitenvelderbaan, runway 09. The Aer Lingus A320 coming this way. Behind it is going to be the 737 from KLM to Helsinki, which I think we also see over there. Let me also take this moment to have another look at the weather radar. So it looks like there is rain showers over the city of Amsterdam, so it is nearby. Maybe it is going to pass us by over here. Zooming out, and if I show you where the darkness is, it is now more to the left. It used to be there. Now it has moved more to the left, so I'm thinking it might pass by. Maybe what we see over there is coming this way. If that is the case, it sure looks better than than over there. Now, in terms of ducks or other water birds over here in the water, I don't see any, unfortunately. They keep quiet today. So this is Aer Lingus flight 603 going to Dublin, A320, 15 years old, first flight November 2007. Vanished into the clouds already. And good evening, Malcolm, who is checking in from New Zealand and looking forward to visiting the Netherlands in 3 weeks to see family. How awesome! Well, make sure you also take some warm clothes with you, because the weather over here might be a bit disappointing. It has been so far this year. Although it is 13 or so degrees at the moment, centigrade, so that is, what is it, 46 Fahrenheit. It's not extremely cold. There's also hardly any wind at the moment. So this 737 outbound to Helsinki in Finland. I think that's about a 2-hour flight or so. Ooh, Malcolm says that it's cold and wet in New Zealand. 3C tonight. How warm was it during the day? But then again, it is fall over there, isn't it? So probably the days are quite short already. Now next up is likely going to be, yeah, this 737-800 from KLM outbound to Copenhagen. 22 years old, this airplane, first flight December 2000. And Het Gameland asks, how long am I going to be standing there? Well, that very much depends on the weather. If it's going to stay dry, then I think I'll be staying here the rest of the morning. If the weather is going to deteriorate and it starts raining more substantially, I will wrap it up sooner than that. 11C today, Malcolm says. So that is a tad colder than it is right here, right now. Next up is a Boeing 737-700 from KLM, flight 747, outbound to Bogota. No, wait, that's the next plane already. We are going to see, and it's in the background right now, a Dreamliner outbound to Bogota. Or is it a triple? No, it's a triple. In the meantime, K2, bird controller, slowly passes by over here. Ooh, quickly back with the camera. Where is it? Oh no, it is a Dreamliner. Huh. Beautiful. So if you're new to the channel and you're liking what you're seeing, consider subscribing. Make sure that you turn on notifications so that whenever I go live again, you receive a heads up. Up next, a white-nosed Embraer 175 from KLM, outbound to Kristiansand, 7 years old. And first flight in March 2016. Hey there, goedemorgen, good morning Doors player. Hope you're doing well. Guten Morgen Norbert. Blue sky and 19 degrees C in Berlin. Totally not making us jealous over here in the Netherlands. Now there's obviously an opening in the sky where this airplane is now flying, because we can follow it quite well at the moment, whereas earlier planes were a bit hard to follow and had already vanished into the clouds. Now, unfortunately, I wish that was indicative of the entire sky over here. This is to the east in the direction of Amsterdam. Definitely precipitation over there. Next up is going to be an EasyJet A319 outbound to Manchester, already on the go. Next up is going to be a 777-200 outbound to Quito from KLM. And I think we are also we are seeing that it's beginning to rain. Just ever so slightly. Hey there, Andrew, good morning. Welcome to the stream. All other viewers who have in the meantime joined us, welcome to AMS Live. My name is Boy, this is the Polderbaan, where departures take place. Polderbaan open as runway 36 left. Runway 09 is also open for departures. It's a showery morning and I don't know how long I'm going to stay out for today. Was also a sort of semi-test of the audio, which I have changed back to where I started out with, namely using the DJI mic directly mounted on my head. Now it is starting to rain at the moment, so after this departure let me have a look on the weather radar and see how bad it's going to be. The thing is, it's hardly blowing at the moment, so if it is starting to rain, it's probably going to stay like that for a while. Well, let me have a quick look. At the weather radar. Okay, so there is a little bit of rain that started forming over just over the west of the city of Amsterdam. It is moving this way. Looks like it's intensifying. Where you guys can see. It isn't the best of weather today. Also having a look to see in which direction the clouds are moving. At the moment it seems that the rain is subsiding again. So I think the majority of the shower is passing by next to me. So it does seem that the majority of the shower is passing left of me if you look like this. It looks like this is where things are coming from. At the moment the rain has quieted down again. So let's just see how things are progressing. I think the majority of the shower might pass me by, which would be nice because there are quite a few heavies underway. Hey there Yorkshire, good morning. Hope you're doing well, mate. All other viewers who have meanwhile joined us, welcome to AMS Live. My name is Boy. You're watching departures from the Polderbaan. Hey there Jorn, good morning. Welcome to the stream. So, another heavy lined up already. 787-10 Dreamliner outbound to LAX, KLM flight 601. Brand new airplane, had its first flight in June last year. And yes, wing fluff indeed, Yorkshire. I think we have about 100% relative humidity over here. Meanwhile, I hear some fireworks being set off in the distance. That would probably be K2. Where did I see it? Oh, just to the left. Or did I? Oh no, to the right. There we go. It was left of the other red, yellow, red, white box. Now, the big picture, the shower. I'm hoping that this is where the weather is coming from. At least that looks a bit better. Sim Eric says, I really like the stream, don't to leave my house, take my bike and cycle for 30 minutes. Exactly. So, first up is an Embraer 190 outbound to Stavanger. KLM flight 1199. 12 years old, this airplane. First flight August 2010. And there are a few heavies after that. 3 to be exact. At least what I can see on my narrow map of flight radar. Hey there, Paul, good morning. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well, mate. Now, this is the weather in my vicinity. I think the wind is it blowing towards me or is it blowing away from me? Still a bit iffy. First up, 777 outbound to Lima. That certainly made a beautiful sound as it passed by. Oh, and Sim Erik says the wind is towards you. Well, that's not what I wanted to hear. And it has begun raining again. So again, I don't know for how long I'm going to stay out for today. You guys can see the weather is not that stable. Beautiful wing fluff, as Yorkshire called it so beautifully. Yeah, well, visibility in this direction is becoming poorer. It has begun raining again. So there's this Dreamliner outbound to Houston. After that, let me have another look at the weather app. Hey Joey, goedemorgen. Grietje confirming a lot of rain and thunder over there. Visibility getting poorer by the minute. Let me have a look on the... Well, according to the weather radar, the showers are moving to the northwest. But that means that everything that you see over here is coming this way, and you can already see... Normally speaking, you would be able to see the main control tower in the distance. It is already out of sight. And looking at the bigger picture, it doesn't look like this is just going to pass by in 10 minutes or so. So I think I am going to wrap it up. Safety first and conservation of equipment, of course, being paramount to being able to continue to live stream in the future. So it's been a short stream today. I am going to wrap it up for now. Unfortunately, it's been a very short stream, but still, hopefully the audio has improved now. Hopefully it's going to stay that way. I am going to wrap it up now and pack everything in before everything gets really wet. Thanks everybody who joined me today. Weather permitting, I am looking to go out again tomorrow and later during the weekend. Hopefully I will see you then. If not, have a great weekend and see you on the next one. Bye for now, guys.